Do not fall for the car loan or the car debt trap, whatever you want to call it. Do not fall for it, please, guys. Like it's way too expensive. It's costing people way too much money, and you're paying interest on something that goes down in value. So it does not make sense. It's not a good idea. But I understand that people don't want to drive beaters. Of course, people want to drive nice cars. I get that. I want to drive nice cars too. So the reason I'm making this video is because I'm sitting in my brand new daily driver that I just picked up, and I paid what is essentially a beater price for it, but it's gonna look like one of those really nice cars that you get a loan for, that you want to get financing for, whatever. So I'm gonna show you how you can do this at home. Anyone can do this. You don't need any special like dealer's licenses or go to a dealer auction, nothing like that. Anyone, any normal person can do this. You can buy a beater car anywhere, Facebook Marketplace, auction, dealership, whatever, and I'm gonna show you how to turn it into a really, really nice car that you'll be proud to drive. So this is it. This is my brand new daily driver. It is a 2015 Ford Expedition, and it's actually the extended length. If you come to the side here, you can see how long this thing really is. And if you go to a dealership to try and pick these up, this mileage, it has 190,000. So anything in that range at a dealership will be pretty much between $12,000 and $16,000, which is way more than what I want to spend. And what I actually paid for this one was $3,300. Now, I picked it up at a public auction, and of course, I know people get really uncomfortable with public auctions because you never really know what you're going to get. I got lucky with this one, but this doesn't have to be going to an auction. You can do this with any car you find, marketplace or whatever, and just go through the steps I'm going to show you to make it nice. But first, we need to see, why was this thing so cheap? When we open it up, you can see that it is rough. It's rough in here. So rubber mat, super dirty. I mean, half of that's from me, but cloth seats, no center console. The glove box here is all scratched up. No radio, or like no aftermarket radio or touchscreen or anything like that. You can see the mileage right there, 190. Yeah, it doesn't look nice at all. Former police vehicle also, which turns people off. In the second row, you'll see, again, look at the dirt, crazy. Missing a center seat, again, ugly, super dirty. Missing a back bench, and we don't even have all the finishing trim in the trunk. The sides here, the plastic's all scratched up. That plastic under the window there, you can see, is broken. What else? We got seats here, kind of damaged there, or whoops, damage right there. Doesn't look that nice. Look at that, all ripped up in there. Got some rust on the side step there. That's pretty brutal. That we got to cut this off. But otherwise, on the exterior, it really doesn't look too bad. There's no crazy dents or scratches or rust on the main body. It has the typical Ford corrosion on the hood and the trunk here. So this has got to get sanded down. We're going to wrap it, obviously, make it look super nice. Emblem's kind of looking rough too. And when we come around to the back, same thing. We have some corrosion, as you can see on the bottom there. Got to sand that. We're missing an emblem. But I think the biggest like damage or dent is just this right here, that little scuff. But other than that, I mean, I'm very happy with it. So now with a little time and effort, we can make this thing look so much more expensive than what we actually paid for it. I'm going to show you how to do that. Let's get started. I'm getting cold. So let's head in. If we're going to transform the exterior and the interior of that Expedition, then we're going to need a whole bunch of new parts. And I grabbed a whole bunch of these new parts. So take a look. Bear with me. The shop is super dirty because of all these parts. But first, we have a whole new carpet for the interior to replace that nasty, dirty, disgusting rubber mat. We have a whole set of winter rubber mats here, a set of summer mats, a full leather middle seat for the middle bench. Remember, there's missing one there. We got it leather, so we're upgrading from cloth. And to complete the middle bench, we have 2 other leather seats, so completely upgrading that middle row. Now, we're going to the other storage room. Center console here, all the trim for the trunk, all those pieces to make it nice right here, and more pieces for the center console over here. So now you're probably thinking, Lucas, anyone can just go out and buy the pieces they need to upgrade their interior. That's really not that hard to do. And you're right, anyone can do that. But do you know how much all these pieces would cost if you went to the dealership for them? I'm gonna tally that up right now. First of all, it's hard to even find prices for half of these things because they're unavailable. And if they are available, it's hard to buy them as a complete set. You have to often buy them as little bits and pieces. So for example, look at the cost of this headrest. just for the headrest alone. Now, through a bit of digging, I got some prices, and of course it will vary between dealerships, but this is just a ballpark of what you're looking at if you want these parts brand new. So for the carpet alone, 1,800 bucks. A middle seat, $800, and that's for one. So we have 3 middle seats, that's $2,400 just for the middle row. Then center console, $750, floor mats, summer and winter, so 300 bucks each, that's another $600. And the trunk assembly, I'm just gonna ballpark it and say 500 bucks, but I know it's way more than that because I have at least 3 or 4 pieces there. So we'll put a low estimate. The total cost of replacement parts comes out to $6,050. That number even shocked me. I can't believe that. So instead of paying these insane prices, what I did was I went to one of those junkyards or scrapyards that allow you to pull off parts yourself. And for all of this, all of the seats, the carpets, the floor mats, all of it was $380. That's it. So $3,300 for the Ford itself, plus $380 brings us to $3,680 for an Expedition with a brand new interior. Like, it's insane the amount of money that you save doing this. But now you got to take out that old stuff and put in the new stuff. Apparently the camera stopped recording, but this is where I'm at so far. You can see how much better it is to have the proper carpet, the molded carpet, and have all these cutouts. I don't have to do all this stuff by hand, which is a lifesaver. And this is where I am with the console. So obviously I haven't been able to record it, or I messed up recording it, but it's not really a bad thing because you can't really see what I'm doing in here anyways. I'm blocking all the shots. So next we got to put in the seats. I'm going to put in this seat, put in the driver's seat. Those are the ones that I already had. Then we're going to put the leather seats back here and finish up the trunk. With some YouTube magic, let's finish it. This is the finished product, and I think it's a night and day difference. Got a new console there, new carpet down here, new leather seats in the middle row, and the trunk is actually finished now. Now I am going to pull this outside just so you can see what the interior looks like with natural lighting, like the leather and the carpet and all that stuff. But that's all it takes, guys. A day to go get your parts, a day to install them, and then you have a car, like, it looks completely different, and it no longer looks like a beater that no one took care of. One thing to keep in mind is that, probably noticed, but I didn't put any leather seats in the front. I kept the original cloth ones. These cloth seats, they're manually operated, and the leather seats at the scrapyard, those were power operated. So the reason I didn't swap them is because I'm missing some wiring here to make those seats work. If there's any other accessory you want to add, like maybe climate controls or a screen, or like anything like that, just be aware that there might be additional wiring you need to do, and stuff might not directly bolt in. Just something to be aware of. My hope for this video is that it gives you hope that you don't need to break the bank to drive a nice car. You don't need to spend $10, $20, or $30,000. I mean, this one was under $5,000, and I'm really happy with how the interior came out. I think it was a crazy upgrade, and it was pretty cheap to do it. In the next video, we're gonna upgrade the exterior, and then we're gonna have a completely finished car without going into debt, and it's going to look good. So as always, I hope you found this video helpful, and thanks for watching.